Alright, so here's my Trail 125. So I just got a little run leader from Amazon. I think it was like after tax and everything. I think it came out to be like 22 bucks or 23 bucks. Especially as a tachometer. Right, tachometer. And this is one of those, what do they call them? Inductive, I think that's what it's called. Basically, you wrap this line here, wrap it around the spark plug wire, and it picks up that signal, and it gives you the reading. And this one has you could use this for 2-stroke, 4-stroke, single cylinder, multiple cylinders. So all those things. Yeah, right here, this little chart right here. So you use it as a 4-stroke, 2-cylinder, 2-stroke, 1-cylinder. Alright, so that's basically how many sparks per revolution, or 4-stroke, 1-cylinder, 1 spark every 2 revolutions, and so on and so forth. Well, it depends on what type of spark it has. I think this bike here, this Trail, I'm guessing it has a wasted spark, so that means every time the cylinder is at the top, dead center, there's a spark, even at the exhaust, at the top of the exhaust stroke, there's a spark, I believe. I'm not 100% certain. I won't know until I set this up, but that's what this means. So here, 4-stroke, 2-cylinder, or that's 2-cylinder. What's the 4-stroke, 1-cylinder? 4-stroke, 1-cylinder, 1 spark, 2 revolutions. Sometimes there's two sparks per revolution. It could be, it could set up like here, like a 2-stroke single cylinder, because they spark every time the top dead center is. So a lot of 4-stroke single cylinders are like that as well. But again, I won't know until I actually stick it in and figure it out which one's which. Anyways, so that's that. Let's see, what does it come with? It comes with some Velcro, looks like. Yeah, Velcro for the back right here. So this part right here with the hole in it, it attaches this here. That way you can still have access to the battery. And this other side sticks onto the bike, or stick onto wherever, because you could put this on a like a lawnmower or whatever too as well, right? Here's some screws, a couple of screws, and some nuts. That's for in here. I'm not sure what the hell that's for. It seems like I can see it go through the hole here. Right, you can see the 2 holes for here, but what the hell is that hole though? Okay, the thing is Velcro, so I'm not sure what that's about. There's a couple of zip ties. That's probably for the cable itself. So for now, I'm not going to use this because this is only going to be temporary for this bike. Once I want to see where my speed is in relation to the RPM. Because I was using the Gear Commander website, and I have an idea, but I want to know. I actually want to know what's on there. So let's see, where the hell's the key? Let me open up this battery right here. So the battery is in here. It's I ordered this specific one. Just for the battery size that it uses. It uses a I don't have a quarter on me, so I have to use this keychain ring. I'm trying to hold it in place so it doesn't slip out on me. Jeez. Okay, there we go. So I ordered this specific model because it uses the 2032 size battery. So the 2032 size is probably the most common. I think it's the most common. Type of battery size for this application. For this. Let's pull this out here. Oh, there we go. Pull this out. Now there's the battery is connected. Right, so that way it doesn't die out. But anyways, the CR 2032 is, I think, the most common size, because this is the same size that you have on your garage door openers and like your key fob, for like the cars and stuff with the with the key fob. They all use the same, for the most part, they all use the same size, the CR 2032. So that's why I ordered this one. Okay, a little gouge there. Oh, well. All right, let's. So it has a, obviously it has a clock. Looks like. Let's see, it has a clock. Has the RPM, so that's max RPM. No idea what the hell. Oh, that's the setting. 1P, 1R. So that was the, well, what I was referring to earlier. What type of engine setup you have. Back to the clock. I should just take the damn thing off. It's like all this glare. I can't even see out of it. There we go. Maybe now it's clear for you, but it was glaring for me. Total, I think that's total hours right here. TOT. SVC means service, so that's, I think that's how many hours this thing, you know, has ran. So I'm not too concerned about that. Max RPM. Oh, it has different job settings. So maybe, you know, one job might be, oh, for the oil. One job could be for the spark plug or whatever, you know. So that's what that's for. Let's go back to this. So max RPM. RPM off. I have no idea what that is. Whatever setup. I don't know what that is either. Anyways, I need to, you know, obviously I need to figure out, you know, what the setting is and everything. So so here I'm just gonna wrap it around the spark plug wire right here, and probably just, you know, run it up right here. So I'm not worried about like tucking it in or anything like that, because again, this is only a temporary thing. So that way I kind of know where I'm at as far as like speed versus RPM goes, and once I kind of have an idea of that, I'm gonna take this off. Or in the future, if I want to change the gearing, you know, like for example, I'm you know, it comes with a 1439 teeth, right? 14 front, 39 in the rear, and I'm possibly thinking about putting in like a 41 tooth in the rear. So basically gearing it lower, so that way it'll be a little bit better in the dirt. But you know, I'm still you know, might or might not do that. But with the RPMs, it kind of lets me know where I'm at and stuff, you know. But again, you know, with the gearing commander, website software, you could you know, figure that out, you know, without this. But you know, I want to see something on the fly, sort of, if you will. Let's see. So let's see how I'm gonna mount this. So here, I'm just gonna, for now, I'm gonna put it right here, and I have some double-sided tape, some Scotch tape, double-sided tape right here and right here. For now, so that way I can see it easily, right? I just wrap it down right here, and you know, again, this is only temporary, so I'm not too concerned about it. So let's see, so that's all clean. Take this off here, and my razor at my cutter here. Just do this in here and just tape the back of it here, like so. Oops. So like that. And this is, you know, this is a Scotch brand, you know, 3M, basically 3M brand double-sided tape. It works, you know, it works pretty well. It's pretty, you know, it's tight enough as far as, you know, it's how well it attaches. But it's not so tight, or it's not so crazy. The bond is not so crazy where it's like hard to remove. You know, like say for example, like 3M's VHB, you know, very high bond. That stuff is like tough to remove. Once you put that on, you can remove it, but it's hard though. This stuff right here is a little bit easier. A little bit easier than the very VHB. Something like that. So this thing is actually, I don't think this thing is, yeah, this right here is not completely flat either. I can feel like from about right here, so it's flat. Then the last, you know, half inch or so, I can feel it curving up a little bit. Hopefully this thing doesn't do anything with my Honda emblem right here. I hope not, anyways. Pretty centered. Looks like the middle underneath right here, it doesn't really touch. You actually see an air gap. If I look through right here, I can see the air gap with the light. Not the air gap, but the light gap, I should say. So hopefully that'll, let me push it down a little bit. Let me flex this a little bit. I still see the air gap. Still see the light gap underneath right here. It's alright. That's tight enough, you know, for what I want to do. So this is pretty long here. I wrap around the handlebar a few times. Over on this side. Just to give it some support from this end, from the handlebar end. Something like that. From here, I'm gonna wrap around the frame, or not the frame, but the engine card, if you will. So I need to give myself some slack here. From this way, there's plenty of slack here, but if I go this way, it pulls on the wire. So I have to give it, you know, give it that slack. I go from this end. So give it some slack here. I could even maybe slip it into right here, even a little cable guide over here on this side. Oops, this thing's all loose. Loosey-goosey right there. Something like that, huh? Okay, the zip tie right here, in between, and zip tie up here and a zip tie down here. So a couple places I could zip tie, right? I think this is good right there, as far as it giving me enough space to wrap around. So I'm gonna do 3 wraps. On the top I did, how many wraps did I do on top? 1, 2, I did 2 wraps on the top. This one I'm doing 1, 2, 3 wraps. So from there, let's bring this back down here. Here. Oops. Oh, just kicked the camera there. I should say kick the tripod. So there. Just straight into where the coil wire is. And here, I'm just going to wrap it a few times. Let's see, should I do it on this side? Or the other side? Yeah, I do. Leave it on this side. So let's see, how many wraps do you need? I think you need at least 3, or I think at least the very minimum is 3. You might want more. Let's look at this real fast. I had one of these a long time ago, but I don't remember. Not this brand, but a different brand. I don't remember how many wraps you need. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, I never noticed this before. So the instructions right here says, for a 2-stroke, you wrap the wire around the spark plug wire. So you wrap this wire around the spark plug wire. So on a 4-stroke, it says wrap the pickup wire around head of coil. Oh, I never knew that. Yes, I never knew that. Actually, even here, it doesn't even say how many turns. Oh, I had this right here. It says traditional ignition modules, traditional ignition modes, wrap 4 to 5 turns around engine spark plug wire. For pencil ignition, wrap around plastic coil above spark plug. Let's see, where's the ignition coil? It's up here somewhere. Oh yeah, it's all the way up in here. I mean, I have to take off plastics. No, I don't want to take off anything right now. That defeats the purpose of, you know, being temporary and easy on, easy off. So I'm just gonna leave it like this. Let's start out with maybe five wraps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's my 5 wraps. So now I'm thinking, you know, I have like, 8 inches of extra space. I think I'm gonna wrap around the around here a few more times, and wrap around up the handlebars a few more times. So that way it take up some of this slack that's here. That's on the coil in here, right? So yeah, I'll do that instead. After that's done, I'm gonna, obviously zip tie at the end of here, zip tie up here, zip tie up here. Probably leave this alone right here, and zip tie up right here, so that way it stays in place. And obviously I'm gonna have to ride it and test it and see how well it picks up. If I need to wrap it more than 5 times or not. But for now, I'm just gonna wrap it 5 times right here. And we'll see. All right, so I'm gonna just finish it off screen. I don't think you guys see me zip tie this thing on. But anyways, yeah, so that's how it is. Actually, let me, you know what? Let me just start up the bike right now and see how it works. Let's see, let me put this. I don't want this wire to touch the exhaust. So I have how many wraps? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wraps. Okay, 5 wraps around. Where's my keys? Where's my keys? I just had my keys. Where did I put it? Shoot, oh, there it is. Nope. Where did my keys go? I have my keys. I need to find my keys. Alright, anyways, I'll make another video when I have it all set up.